This is for a 2007 Honda Civic, but I think it could go for 2006, 2010, maybe 5, I'm not sure. This is an LX model, and this video is for people who have their brakes lock up on them. And if you replace the rotors, if you replace the brakes, the calipers, the brake hoses, the brake lines, the ABS module, and the master brake cylinder, if you have tried every single one of these things and your brakes are still locking up, then hopefully this can help you out. I have changed every single one of those things. Went to the dealership, Honda, they couldn't figure it out. Went to a local auto shop, they couldn't figure it out. The brakes kept locking up. They will compress, but then they just wouldn't release. So much in fact I got caught, and the wheels actually caught on fire because there was no release in the brakes. So I've tried everything. I spent about $700-800 replacing parts and then replacing them, plus going to the dealership where, for their fees. I mean, Honda charged you about $200 for diagnostics, and they couldn't even tell me what was wrong with it. So by chance, I figured it out. So I was curious one day, and I decided that I wanted to look under the car where the brake pedal is. I wanted to see if there was maybe something to do with this rod or something going up in here. But as you can see, it's not really much you can adjust. I'm sure there is, but I don't know much about it. But anyway, so I was curious. So I looked at the brake sensor. Let me take this out real quick. I'll show you what I mean. I noticed that this sensor was pushed in a little bit farther in like that. When that happens, I mean, it's obvious the brake was compressed just a little bit, and it was about right there. And that was enough for it not to let the brake fluid release back into the reservoir, which would, compress the brakes and not relieve the pressure. I noticed that. I took this out, drove around the block, drove it up and down the street, drove it everywhere. Obviously the lights were out, but I had to test it. And then I realized and saw that brakes didn't lock up anymore. So what it was that when I installed it, or even maybe it slipped, I'm not sure what happened, but I went ahead and put it in, and I pushed it just enough where it doesn't move the pedal, and I lock into place, and that fixed my problem. Took me 2 months to figure that out. I spent all that money just to find out it was just this thing, and it was just pushing the brake just a little bit too much. So hopefully that helps you. It's very frustrating to spend that much money just to find out it's a stupid fix like that. Just make sure when you install it that the brake does not move, and obviously install it with the brake completely free, where it's actually free to hit this right here, so you know that you're not going to push it too far in. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks.